Guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I'm going to talk about a story that happened over the weekend in which a 17-year-old girl by the name of Amari, that's all they're identifying her as, lost her life in Signal Hill, California. Shout out Signal Hill, at a house party. This is something we see far too often. Kids coming together, wanting to have fun. You got music and all types of people there, and then the shooting breaks out and innocent people lose their lives. Now, this is a mass shooting. They said there were 7 victims, 3 females, 4 males. The boys are between the ages of 17 and 19 years old. This young lady, Miss Amari, was 17 years old. She died. Everybody else has lived so far from their gunshot wounds. Police are still searching for a suspect. Take a look at this and we'll come back and talk about it.
Now at 5:30, an investigation's underway into the murder of a 17-year-old girl. She was shot and killed at a party in Signal Hill over the weekend. Several other teenagers were also wounded. The shooter so far has not been caught.
And now, for the first time, we're hearing from the family of the girl who was killed. NBC4's Macy Jenkins is live in Signal Hill with the story and new pictures of the victim. Macy.
Hi, Kathy and Annabelle. Well, yes, 7 teens were shot at that party. The 17-year-old girl who did not survive, her family is now mourning the loss of that girl, and they want answers about what happened.
You can run, but you can't hide. Trust me.
A grandmother both furious and heartbroken over the death of her 17-year-old granddaughter, Amari, shot and killed outside of a party on Burnett Street in Signal Hill on Saturday night.
You know, we're going to pray for you, because you killed my grandbaby. You killed my grandbaby. You killed my grandbaby.
The teen, one of 7 people shot around 10:15 p.m., according to LA County Sheriff's Department. Watch this video captured by a Ring camera across the street, shared exclusively with NBC4 and our sister station, Telemundo 52.
Help! Help! Please, they're shooting. Please, help!
You can see a young woman with blood on her chest, frantically ringing the door and looking around for anyone on the property.
There were shootings. Help! Nowhere to go.
Homeowner Maria Molina was inside, terrified to open the door after hearing several shots followed by the commotion outside. Her son told me over the phone he tried calling 911, but the call wouldn't go through.
Very panicked. Me, I stay in panic.
Molina says Signal Hill police arrived a few minutes later, followed by LA County Sheriff's deputies. Investigators say 4 women and 3 men were shot, all between 17 and 19 years old. Amari was taken to a nearby hospital where she died. The 6 others suffered non-life-threatening gunshot wounds.
Do you have any idea what she was doing here?
Just invited to a party. She was invited to a party. She's not a trouble kid. She has a good family. She comes from a good family.
Neighbors say this building is well known for hosting weekend parties.
But every Saturday I watch too many girls and boys and everything.
Para las fiestas. Cada sábado?
Yeah, every Saturday.
Amari's grandmother, Marion Warren, says she was a smart girl and the baby of the family, along with her 17-year-old twin brother, now devastated to go on without his sister.
She was getting ready to go to college. She had letters, different letters coming to her for different colleges to go to. Oh, God.
And we just, want the people who did this to my niece. God will prevail.
Yes.
He always do.
Yes, he will.
So we pray for your family, too.
Warren says Amari and her twin brother were excited to turn 18. They were planning to celebrate together. Their birthday falls just 3 weeks after the day of the shooting. Reporting live in Signal Hill, Macy Jenkins, NBC4 News.
Guys, that's the tragic story of 17-year-old Amari of Signal Hill, California. Prayers and condolences do go to the family of not only Amari, but the other victims of gun violence yet again. And said she was a good kid, said she was raised right, said, a lot of things. She was going to college, had a twin brother, Their birthday were exactly 3 weeks away from the time of her death. And that's the thing. People get upset and do things. It's easy to pull a gun, but the devastating loss of not just who you were aiming at and who you weren't aiming at leaves a ripple effect that affects everybody, possibly for the rest of their lives. Had a twin brother. How you think he feel? I don't even know if he was there or not, but anyway, they said she was invited to a party. For the longest time, parties with kids have been associated with violence and gun smoke. Now, when I was watching this video, I was saying to myself, I was like, you know, they were talking about how good a kid she was going to college and stuff. And it made me think. A lot of times, you can control the environment that your children are in when they're in your home or in your presence. And they may be good kids. And you know, hey, this is a good kid. She's not going to get in trouble. But that don't mean trouble won't get around her or find her. Anytime you have a mass gathering of kids nowadays, hell, when I was young, it was starting to get like that, where it's more kids than supervision, and you got kids inside the house partying and outside of the house. You can't control every situation, scenario. This girl lost her life. 6 other people were shot. They showed the girl in the doorbell running for help. They're shooting police, terrified. You know, the lady didn't open the door out of fear. They said every weekend it's a party at that place. They're known for partying. All the more to protect your kids. And that's the thing. When I was young, it was times I was like, oh, I want to go to a party. I want to go to the party because my friends are going. And my parents would be like, nah, you're not going. You're not going. Because they understand what could happen. And just having them say no to you and have you upset temporarily is not a big sacrifice if it means your survival. Danger is around any corner at any time. Hell, death come to you when you in your house, whether you want it to or not, in the form of a home invasion or just somebody just feeling as though they picked your place to try to enter. 17 years old. Don't know who she could have been in life, who she could have helped, what impact she could have made on humanity. Say it all the time. We destroy potential like it's nothing. And this one right here hurts, you know, has hurt a lot of people because number one, it's a kid. And number two, they put a lot of time, energy, love, and effort into getting her where she's at with her, you know, doing the right thing. And now it's gone. That's the thing, the devastating loss. A lot of times it's not just the loss of the person, but the loss of, you know, what this person could have been to everybody else. Grandmother, you seen her on TV screaming. I don't know what to do. I mean, I don't know what to say because we see this all the time. You know, you'll hear somebody's a good kid, this and that. And I mean, kids want to have fun and they might be around other good kids. And the good kids might have said, hey, you know, their parents might have said, yeah, you're a good kid too. You can go. I'm sure looking at these people that, you know, the grandparents and the women that were talking, the way they were explaining it, it had me thinking, okay, well, you know, she wasn't going by herself. She was going with people that were trusted and this happened. But the thing is, people that go, when kids go with other kids that are trusted, they're still kids that they're going with and anything can happen. It's unfortunate this little girl lost her life. This girl lost her life. I'm going to call her a little girl. But what's messed up is somebody did this and then escaped. And from 17 to 19 years old, he said these boys were shot. I don't think it was a, you know what, I'm going to just end it there. Prayers and condolences to the family. And, you know, this is something like, I mean, you get tired of talking about this type of stuff. But, I mean, it's just, it has to be talked about. I've never heard of Signal Hill, California shout out. But, I mean, I know they hurting out there right now. And it shouldn't be like that. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Seems like we lost another good person to senseless gun violence.